Welcome to Ping 24 Updates, your daily dose of what's happening around the world. Subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for more updates. Tonight the world turns its eyes to a quiet bay in the Philippines, a place steeped in history, and now at the center of a new geopolitical drama. The date is September 23, 2025. Breaking news: U.S. Philippines reopen Subic Bay. The headlines are bold, the implications massive. Subic Bay, once home to one of the largest U.S. naval bases outside America, is stirring once more. The ghosts of the Cold War seem to watch as a new chapter begins, one defined by new alliances and new challenges. For years, this sprawling complex was a commercial port, a shadow of its former military self. Now, American naval vessels are expected to return, sailing alongside the Philippine Navy. The agreement, finalized after months of high-level talks, marks a stunning reversal of decades of policy. This is more than just a base reopening, it is a powerful statement of unity and resolve between two long-standing allies. Reporters from international news agencies gather at the gates, cameras pointed at the entrance where American and Philippine flags now fly side by side. The world is watching to see what happens next in this critical waterway. The reopening of Subic Bay is not a simple military exercise, it's a comprehensive plan to bolster the Philippines' defense and give the U.S. a strategic foothold in Asia. The calm before the storm has passed. The awakening of Subic Bay signals a new era of strategic competition and cooperation in Asia. The decision to bring military operations back to Subic Bay is a landmark event for both the United States and the Philippines. After the U.S. Navy departed in 1992, the base became the Subic Bay Freeport Zone, focused on commerce and trade. But shifting security dynamics have forced a re-evaluation. The Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, or EDCA, now allows U.S. forces to rotate through Philippine bases and build facilities there. This isn't a return to the old days, it's a partnership, with both nations sharing responsibilities and benefits. The Philippine flag flies over the base, a clear symbol of sovereignty. The U.S. operates alongside its Philippine counterparts, not as a permanent occupier. For the Philippines, this means access to advanced technology, training, and a powerful ally. For the U.S., it's a critical position for monitoring and responding to events in the South China Sea. The government frames this as a partnership for national defense, essential for safeguarding the country's future. To understand the significance of this reopening, one must first appreciate the unique geography of Subic Bay. It's a natural deep-water harbor, sheltered by mountains, perfect for the largest naval vessels. Its location on Luzon's western coast faces the South China Sea, one of the world's busiest and most contested waterways. Any power-projecting force from Subic can influence this vital economic artery. During the Cold War, Subic Bay was the backbone of American military power in Southeast Asia. Its closure in 1992 left a strategic vacuum. Now, under EDCA, the U.S. regains a crucial forward operating position. This shortens response times for crises in the South China Sea. For the Philippine military, Subic is a game-changer, enabling more effective patrols and rapid response. The base provides secure refueling, rearming, and repairs, boosting operational readiness. U.S. presence also means joint training, allowing Filipino forces to learn alongside their American allies. This transfer of knowledge is as vital as the physical infrastructure. Subic Bay's reopening is about power projection and partnership. The decision to revitalize Subic Bay is inseparable from China's actions in the West Philippine Sea. Beijing's aggressive claims and island building have transformed the region, creating militarized outposts and challenging Philippine sovereignty. Chinese vessels have harassed Filipino fishermen and patrols, using tactics that stop short of open conflict. Incidents like water cannon attacks and laser targeting have raised tensions. The Philippines, unable to match China's military might alone, has turned to its U.S. ally. By inviting the U.S. to operate from Subic, Manila sends a clear message: it is not isolated. China's pressure has directly led to this new era at Subic Bay. A crucial part of Subic Bay's revival is industrial as well as military. South Korea's Hyundai Heavy Industries has taken over the former Hanjin shipyard, transforming it into a defense hub. The goal: build new warships for the Philippine Navy right in the Philippines. This leap in self-sufficiency means ships tailored for local needs and national pride. The shipyard will also maintain and repair both Philippine and U.S. naval vessels, keeping allied fleets ready in the region. Hyundai's involvement creates a trilateral partnership, Philippines, U.S. and South Korea, strengthening Indo-Pacific alliances. thousands of skilled jobs returned to Subic, boosting the local economy. This blend of military enhancement and economic growth makes the initiative sustainable and popular. It's a partnership forged in steel, with benefits far beyond shipbuilding. Subic Bay's transformation is about more than docking ships. It's about building a comprehensive defense ecosystem. Hyundai's shipbuilding is just one piece. New ammunition storage and logistics hubs are another. Under EDCA, the U.S. can build and operate facilities for storing military equipment and supplies. Modern depots for ammunition, fuel, and materiel will support both Philippine and U.S. operations. This reduces reliance on long supply chains and boosts resilience. Pre-positioned U.S. supplies mean faster crisis response and stronger deterrence. The construction of these facilities is a major investment in modern infrastructure and security. Ammunition depots and fuel farms will meet the highest safety standards. The interconnected complex creates a seamless logistics network for joint operations. Subic Bay is being rebuilt into a 21st-century fortress. Storing U.S. military equipment at Subic Bay is a cornerstone of the renewed partnership. This isn't about massive permanent bases, but a lean, efficient logistical backbone. Carefully selected equipment, ammunition, spare parts, and humanitarian supplies will be ready at a moment's notice. Logistics are managed jointly, with Filipino and American personnel working side by side. This fosters trust, transparency, and valuable skill transfer. The strategic advantage: U.S. ships can rearm at Subic and return to patrols quickly, deterring potential aggressors. Pre-positioned supplies complicate adversary planning. Humanitarian equipment is also stored, vital for disaster-prone Philippines. Quick access to relief supplies can save lives in typhoons or earthquakes. These hubs serve both security and civil defense, protecting the Filipino people. It's about storing America's might for shared regional stability. Subic Bay is now a logistical lifeline for both allies. The reopening of Subic Bay marks a fundamental shift in U.S. Philippine defense strategy. The alliance moves from theory to operational reality, built on integrated deterrence, military, diplomatic, and economic cooperation. U.S. rotational forces and pre-positioned equipment make deterrence credible and visible. For the Philippines, this is a much-needed security umbrella. The Mutual Defense Treaty gains new weight with U.S. assets and personnel on the ground. An attack on Philippine forces alongside Americans is more likely to trigger a U.S. response. Interoperability is upgraded. Joint training becomes more frequent and complex. Shared facilities mean both militaries learn each other's systems and procedures. This unified front extends beyond the bilateral relationship. Subic is now a central node in a wider U.S. strategy, linking Japan, Australia, South Korea, and others. The Philippines is no longer just a treaty ally, it's an active player in regional security. By hosting U.S. forces and collaborating with partners, the Philippines helps maintain a free and open Indo-Pacific. Subic Bay is at the heart of this new security architecture. The revitalization of Subic Bay is part of a broader strategy, a network of strategic sites across the Philippines. EDCA now includes several locations, chosen for their strategic value. New sites in the north, near Taiwan, monitor the Bashi Channel. Small islands in the West Philippine Sea, like Thitu, are being upgraded with runways and ports. These outposts extend the reach of the Philippine Navy and Coast Guard. Combined with Subic's heavy logistics, they create a layered, resilient defense network. Distributing assets across multiple sites makes the country's defense harder to neutralize. All these moves, Subic's reopening, Hyundai's partnership, island bases, and U.S. equipment, are interconnected. The goal: bolster Philippine sovereignty and contribute to regional security. The awakening of Subic Bay is the start of a new chapter for the Indo-Pacific.